world, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Farts and Crap Show, where today, as per usual, it's your host Anjo here with part 59 of Hollow Knight, the complete series. Hope you guys are all doing well today. And yeah, I was just trying my best to drink my water before starting the recording. Just barely made it. Although you may have noticed, Danjo didn't start talking until 13 seconds into the episode, when usually it's 11 seconds. I highly doubt most people will care. Honestly, what's 2 seconds? Like, come on. I take shits that are longer than that. We're a minute in, I can say that. Did I not actually connect the controller? What's going on? Oh, yeah, there we go. Apparently not. You know what? This is kind of a bad intro, but I don't care. Yeah, because today we are starting the Godmaster DLC pack, which was the final DLC for Hollow Knight. And, let's just kind of go over what they tell us, and I'm gonna take that as the unadulterated truth. Take your place among the gods. An epic celebration of Hollow Knight's glory in the final chapter of the Knight's journey. Canonically. Is that in the game? Oh, it is. They're like playing a weird... I thought something was triggering my tinnitus again. Anyway. Final chapter of the Knight's journey, yeah. A new character in quest, the Godseeker arrives, break her chains, and aid her in ancient duty. New boss fights, Hollow Knight's greatest warriors raise their blades, new game mode, long requested and a classic for the genre, complete the Godseeker quest to unlock the new mode. And new music, all new soaring boss tracks and giant remixes of beloved classics. So slight spoilers, but I don't think they're talking about Steel Soul mode. Oh, maybe they are. And we also have Godseeker mode. Yeah. So, if I remember correctly, Godseeker is not... what's the difference? It's a separate mode, and I believe it's their version of the boss rush mode, which is not to be confused. Oh, that's why I was thinking Godseeker DLC. I've been saying that in recent episodes, and I was like, why do I keep thinking it's called Godseeker when it's not? That would be why. There's also the Godmaster content in the base game. Not to be confused with the Godseeker mode. So, a little confusing, a little bit different. They are different. Yeah. So I mentioned it's been a little bit, and honestly we're on doing a little bit more testing, so this is kind of helpful to be playing this today. Because, yeah, there was finally a new stable firmware update for the Wingman FGC2, and they are now on version 1.1.2.4. They do, however, have like 4 different beta firmwares in the works, so I don't know. It seems like they have something pretty significant planned for 1.1.3. Or maybe they're going to move it up to 1.2, possibly, since I don't know. I don't know, but when I updated to 1.1.2.4, I did notice it was at least 3. I think it was 4 betas after 1.1.2.4, even though that just came out. But they did clarify that the betas are experimental. Like the website description clearly stated that, yeah, they're experimental. Do we want a full... Of course we want a full soul vessel. What am I thinking? I was thinking it would happen automatically because we're sitting at a bench. But no, after reloading you have to sit back down and then Salubra will do her thing. Or Salubra's ghost, which looks kind of like what's her name from Thousand Year Door. I don't know if that was like an intentional thing, but yeah. So, according to my notes, which I'm pretty sure I updated last time, I don't know, it's been a while. I think I can one-shot most of these guys, but I think the big guys I can't. We are going to the junk pit, and the easiest way to get to said junk pit, we'll take that, is under the Nailmaster's hut. Son of a bitch. Oh, I thought there were enemies in here. No, it's not till this guy, that's right. We don't really need Geo for anything in particular, except to get our Fragile Greed Charm back, which is kind of funny, because that's the thing that helps you farm Geo, and after this we won't have to spend Geo on anything ever again. I'm pretty sure. I don't think the Godmaster DLC adds anything to any of the shops. Which is kind of lame. I kind of wish the pacing for that was a little bit better, because, yeah. It's very steep for the early game. Be like, oh my goodness, I'm never going to have enough Geo for anything. And then, you know, you start getting massive amounts of Geo, and then you're like, oh, I never need Geo again. It's a little unbalanced, but, you know, whatever. I guess technically you could get the Fragile Greed Charm, like, kind of early. And then maybe do, I guess, the Colosseum stuff somewhat early to get a bunch of Geo, and then farm the Colosseum stuff to get the Fragile Greed Charm back. And that way it'd be more feasible, easier to farm stuff. Like, I guess it would have been different had I known stuff, like, going into it, but, like, that was part of the point of this playthrough. Initially, it was just, as I mentioned before, it's been about 5 years since I've completed this game, so there's a lot of things I did not remember, and it was almost like going in blind. You know, there were like a few things here and there I could vaguely recall, but kind of what I like to do with a lot of games, where after I finish it, I just put it down for a long time. I can like push it out of my brain and be like, okay, that's done. I don't have to remember anything about this game anymore because I'm always mentally keeping track of so much shit constantly every fucking day. And then, yeah, you can, everybody has like a mental limit, you know? I didn't mean for this to devolve into like a video of me talking about like cycle of games and stuff, but I don't know. I saw a post about that. Um, there's like a couple of similar tweets that have been going around that gained traction. At this point, I feel like everybody's seen a post that's like kind of like that. But it was somebody saying like, man, what I wouldn't give to play Elden Ring again for the first time. And I was like, yeah, that would be sick. And like, yeah, you really only get one first playthrough of anything ever. But the next best thing is to like finish a game to your satisfaction, so you can let yourself forget about it. Because like typically, if you leave things unfinished, it's still going to be there in the back of your brain, um, even if you put it down for a while. And it probably depends on personality type, I guess, as well. But definitely for me, if I don't actually fully finish, like complete a game, 100% it and stuff like that, yeah, parts of it are just like sitting there in the back of my brain of like, oh, hey, remember this and this and this. And I was just like, I don't need to know this. Like, um, like, so, but if I finish it and I know it's done, then, yeah, I can just like fully forget about it. Be like, yep, that's done. And in a sense, that's kind of why I like trophies and achievements. In a way, it's like validation. Like, it's the game itself telling you, like in an official capacity that's like verifiable. Um, like, hey, you're done. Like, you got the platinum, you got all achievements, you're done. And like, depending, and then all the other extra stuff is kind of just optional, but it is there. Sometimes there's not much. Occasionally, that's the achievements are all there is. But for most games, there are other things that are not achievements, you know? But yeah, it's, so Hollow Knight was definitely one of those for me. Because back when I completed it, I remember I was checking like all the walkthroughs, all the wikis, everything. I was like, okay, so I got 112%. Am I actually done with the game? Like, or is there other stuff? I guess I should have put up the rant time thing, but it didn't mean to turn into a rant. My bad. Um, and yeah, it was. It was completely just done. I was like, that was dope. There were things I didn't like. There were things I liked, but overall, Hollow Knight really fucking good. Very excited to play it again at some point. And originally, I wanted this to be done before Silk Song came out. After a while, I was like, no, there's no fucking way. Like, this series is going to be going after I'm done with Silk Song. but I didn't know. I didn't know how uh, long this was going to take. I didn't know how long I was going to be on Silksong, but I was ready for it to have like a permanent spot on my channel. Um, and then I was reminded, oh yeah, Hollow Knight didn't like reach its true potential until like 2 years later, in like 2019 when it had all of its updates and everything. I was like, oh yeah, it's a good point. So I think Silksong is gonna be the same way. I'm just gonna wait until like all the updates are out, and maybe even the DLCs. I don't know. Based on the pacing the Team Cherry's been doing, we might not see a DLC for Silksong for quite some time. Although I think they're probably gonna stick with the same strategy as last time, is try to have at least the first DLC out as soon as possible, even if it's small, and just like confirm a DLC plan for the near future, because like they had momentum like a motherfucker before launch that no, I haven't seen from any other game except maybe Elden Ring, like in my life. And they kind of just let the hype like fall off, like slowly peter away. And they were like oddly silent after the game came out. Like they put a couple of posts out like on their Bluesky and their Twitter, like, hey, the game's out now. And that was pretty much it. Like they didn't even like post when the updates were coming out, which was weird. I was like, these are pretty significant patches, and what, you're just relying on your biggest fans to like essentially make videos on it for free to do the thing? Like, you guys can't just put out a simple post, be like, okay, update patch 3 is here, update patch 4 is here. You want everybody to just like do their own research on this stuff. It it's just nice to see a post from developers of like, hey, this is when the patch is coming out. Here's the patch notes. Hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for playing. That kind of thing. It's really nice as a fan of those kind of things. Like, it was really cool for Armored Core 6 when they were doing the regular updates, and then they would like post about when the updates were out. And like, I mean, FromSoft is always good about that, and they're very vocal about it, and the fans are like, yep, this is amazing, this is great, give me more. And then when it's out, like, hey, it's out, here's the patch notes, here's everything we changed, go ham, have fun. It's And like Monster Hunter, like Capcom has been very good about the Monster Hunter Wilds updates of like, hey, we know this is an issue, we're working on it, this is when this patch is coming, this is what to expect, this is like uh, some stuff from our team, blah blah blah. It's very nice to see that kind of thing. It helps. It also just helps the fans feel appreciated, um, in a sense. It's just a good practice in general, in my opinion. But anyway, and never mind. I'm not going to get into that whole thing again. I was just going to say, like, the Hollow Knight and Silksong, like, comparison or whatever, all that shit. I've been hoping, I'll just say this real quick. I've been hoping that they would have an update for this game, since like that was an issue that was addressed in Silksong recently, about the input latency stuff, because there is a lot of it in this game, and it's going to make parts of this upcoming DLC a huge pain in the ass. There is still a glitch in this game that I think I resorted to once upon a time, for the sake of time. Essentially, you can perform a glitch to make the night invincible for a little while. And I'm gonna try to not do that this time, because like as much as the input latency thing bothers the shit out of me, it's at least a fairly consistent amount of input latency. So yeah. And they call it a cocoon. It looks like a sarcophagus, honestly, but oh. It was a sarcophagus. Collected the God Tuner, device that resonates with beings of great power. Seek the gods of Hollownest, tune their power. Through their strength ascend. What is it? It doesn't actually do anything, right? Doesn't that just mean you can access the DLC now? Oh. It does have fourth. Just grabbing that up just to 106? Really? Beating mighty foes. Okay. I don't remember what this is about. I do remember a little bit, and I'm not gonna like spoil what I do remember, but blasphemy, rank blasphemy. Thou crawler, thou cringer, thou smallest of the small. Why did it say press any button to skip? I also need to press a button to advance the text. The fuck? Also, why is it bordered in like 4x3 when it says press any button to skip? By what right dost thou trespass here, in this home of the gods? Shrivel away and be gone, be gone! That's so weird. Like, I also have to press a button to advance the text, dude. This is cool, though. Like, it's kind of similar to some of these, backdrops that we've seen, but like it has a little bit more parallax going on. Gone home. A little bit more detail and layering, like with the clouds and the colors and everything. Like it looks good. It looks familiar, but it looks a little bit better. Can't talk to you guys? Seeker of gods. A mind a sea. Like it kind of reminds me of what's the name of that place? Elphael? Some, like the castle part of the Halig tree in Elden Ring. Oh, so I don't have to do these in order? Oh, I think these are unlocked based on how much progress I have in the game. A mind to see. Yeah, the other one said that too. Shit. Okay, so that's just like the edge over there. You guys all swim in this piss beer water over here? Cerveza. Oh, is this like a lifeblood door? Is that what that is? It's kind of bluish. Is it like the like the one in the abyss, you know? It's a lot of fucking lifeblood. Oh wait, actually, is that better or worse than I think that's a little bit more. Yeah, that's a little bit more. A lot of fucking lifeblood. Has nothing to do with this? Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Why are we missing, like... Okay, to be real, I know what some of those are. Oh, is this just like... Okay, this is the Godseeker, like, room, right? Yes. Yes, it is. Also, I didn't think that was a boss, but okay. Okay, this is just if you want to, like, practice on any of these guys. I gotcha. And are these in, like, no particular order? Because, these seem, like, kind of wildly out of order. Fuck this guy. Yeah, I think this is just like, yeah. Why are there 2 notches on them? I don't understand that. Also, I'm pretty sure some of these missing ones are the new bosses in this DLC. And since that other thing is not a lifeblood door, I'm just gonna unequip all this shit. Okay, Nailmaster's Glory, I'm just gonna go with like a pretty safe bet setup. Not deep focus. Quick focus, Shape of Boon, Nailmaster's Glory, kind of what I was using before. Yeah, we could do Soul Catcher, Grub Song. We still got 2 left. Spore Shroom, I guess, and does Weaver Song consume your soul, or I don't think they're that useful, to be real. I guess we could do like Sprint Master, or like Stalwart Shell is a good one, honestly. Sharp Shadow would have also been a good choice, but so I guess it comes down to these 4. Did I say 4? I mean, there's 3. What the hell do they mean by bindings? Rich, thou hast ordained thine own destruction. I don't know why it's still saying press any button to skip. That's weird. Through sacred combat are we attuned. Oh, the royal we, okay. To this kingdom's greatest beings. By entering this gate, thou hast challenged the very gods of this kingdom. Dost thou consider thyself an equal in this pantheon of its masters? Draw thy weapon then, fool of fools, and be damned for thy arrogance. Whoa. What? Oh, we can't have... Why does it say binding... Huh? Okay, so we have less health. Okay, I don't have any charms equipped. Gotcha. Damn it. Okay. So it takes away most of your shit. Okay. I'll look this up in between episodes, but I don't think there's any reason to do any of the bindings, honestly. I think it... That was weird. It wouldn't let me wall jump there for a sec. Oh, actually, yeah, okay, never mind. It's kind of like the Haley tree, but it kind of actually reminds me more of, like the end of Shadow the Erd tree. And what's with the nail binding? Oh, that probably means like your upgrades, like you have the default nail. That's probably what it means. Okay, and soul means you have less. Okay. So I thought it meant you can't use, and I was like, so wait, if I can't use my nail, and I don't have hearts, and I can't use my charms, and I don't have soul, how am I supposed to fight? Like... Oh, it takes away your fucking soul anyway. That's rude. Forgot he does that. Man, he really loves to like fly away. I see. So I had it right the first time. Yeah. Did I, I mean, I get it. This is like... Yeah, it's supposed to be like a power fantasy thing, like, look how much stronger you've become. Yeah, I didn't think this guy was a boss. Probably be a bit more careful. I don't remember what the indication is. Oops. Okay. I'm assuming this is like the break before we do more bosses or something. Oh, do they literally give you a checkpoint? Fuck, orb. So I could have changed my build. Oh, Dung Defender, what's up, guy? Stinky boy. And yes, I know one of the bosses I don't have is the White Defender, which is like the optional other version of Dung Defender, kind of like Zote and he was the other guy in the background next to Zote in the fucking upgrade where they added Zote. I don't care. I don't see any value in doing that. It's kind of the same thing. Like, you can challenge him if you want, and there's no reward. That was kind of a lot of bosses. I was gonna say, is this the second checkpoint, but I don't think it is. I think this is actually the end of the first one. I think this is the same character. Oh. This is your memory? Were you the one that was in the cocoon? I think it is. Why hast thou crept into this pantheon, O meagre one? The noise of thine wriggling creates much discord, drowning out the godly resonances we attune ourselves to. Dost thou mean to thwart our sacred goal? Dost envy drive thou to such madness? We pray that the gods of this kingdom punish thee, obliterate thee, utterly destroy thee. Creep on, meagre one. May the gods utterly destroy thee. O gods of Hollownest, show us your might. We shall attune ourselves to thee and ascend even higher. Maybe it is, like... Oh, this has to be the boss fight, right? Yeah, I was like, that can't be right. There we go. Oh, shit. Aw. Ah, damn it. Ah, no, heal. Okay. Yatch, bitch. Okay, that one was kind of tough. Time 14 minutes and 33 seconds. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, and the other dots around it are the bindings, I'm guessing. Okay, so the thing is probably 1 out of 4, yeah. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that wasn't bad. That was honestly, like, pretty good. I think this is a pretty decent setup, to be real. I would maybe swap out the stalwart thing for... let's see, how many... do we have 8 hearts? Yeah. How many if we add Unbreakable Heart? 2 more hearts, so 10. Masks, whatever, it's the same thing. I mean, Sharp Shadow would also be good. I don't think it changes anything about the animation. I think it just works with the Shade Cloak. Oh wait, maybe it does. Okay, so a little bit beyond the pillar. Without it. Oh. Oh, that's actually kind of significant. Holy shit. Okay, so... And that's not because I held the button. No, it's not. Okay, so it actually increases the distance that you travel with the dash, too. That is kind of huge. But only with the shade cloak. Like, the regular dash is still the same. So if, like, you shade cloak and then regular dash, then it's just a regular dash. It looks like... Yeah. It's every third dash if you're mashing. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so more iframes and also being able to attack. Yeah. Oh, they call it Shadow Dash? Oh, the Shade Cloak doesn't use that term. So it's the name of the cloak. The actual move is called Shadow Dash, apparently. That is a good name for it, honestly. So it's effectively giving you more iframes because you're traveling a greater distance with the Shade Cloak. And like the recharge is like pretty fucking good. Like that's... Yeah, it's actually about the same as like... Yeah, pretty much the same as like a charge attack. Yeah. So you could like Shadow Dash, start charging, and then by the time your charge attack was ready to go, you have another one ready. Of course, that is the Nailmaster's Glory version of it, which does speed the time up. The fact that it's like the same amount of time is pretty amazing. Shape of Boon was really nice. Quick Focus was really nice. Getting extra soul, the Soul Catcher is great, obviously. Getting more soul, the Grub Song is great, obviously. And then, I've talked about it before, but this way, if you use mainly charge attacks, you don't need Long Nail or Mark of Pride, because it has no bearing on the charge attacks. So that's huge. So yeah, for the final two, I guess unless you were going to go for the damage over time thing with like Defender's Crest and like Spore Shroom, I think this is a better way to go, especially if you're going with this kind of strategy where you want to heal faster and then mainly just use charge attacks and kind of just like position yourself, like wait for your moment. Those kind of things, which obviously works quite well because I just fucking burned through that first one like super fucking fast. So I'm assuming, because I don't remember how this goes, but I'm assuming, and I'll check the bindings thing in between episodes, I know we're over on time. But assuming this is like the last one or something? I don't know. Or maybe this opens when you use bindings or something? I don't know. But it seems like this is going to be the fourth one. Like after you beat the other three. Probably, because now, like, one of the things is lit up. But there's, like, 2 more right next to it, like, on either side. So I'm guessing that's, like, these challenges. Probably. And I don't think you need the bindings for any... Oh, there's an entry for that. Oh, wait a minute. So was that one of... Yeah, that was one of the missing entries. Oro and Mato. Okay. So it was totally normal that we were missing 4 entries. Because, like, there's 4 of these things. The one after Nosk, I have no idea what that is. But again, I don't know if there's an order to these. I know White Defender... Oh no, White Defender is right there. Did we fight White Defender at some point? Maybe we did, and I just don't remember. It's right there on the list. Okay, so I really don't know what the other 2 are over there then. I mean, maybe there's new versions. Maybe there's new bosses, like, in the Pantheons or whatever these things are called. I think they're Pantheons? I have no idea what this blue fucking door is. But yeah, I'm just gonna look up the thing about the bindings. It seems like they're completely on. And why is it on Radiance now? The plague, the infection, the madness that haunts the corpses of Hollownest. The light that screams out from the eyes of this dead kingdom. What is the source? I suppose mere mortals like myself will never understand. Is that... Wait, the old king of Hollownest? Fully grown vessel playing in its body. The Hollow Knight is the Pale King? I thought the Pale King was like a different dude. Something? Anyways, yeah. As a reminder, folks, we have 2 more endings to go. And they both revolve around the DLC. So I remember there being some optional stuff aside from the bindings in this DLC that's not actually required for completion or anything like that. So And I think it was some of the... I can't remember the details on it. I think it was the super pain in the ass thing, if I remember correctly, which I don't know if I do. So we'll deal with that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, this is gonna be 112%, like 112% playthrough file. There are certain things that are honestly just kind of terrible. Like fighting Mighty Zote like 10 times. It doesn't count towards anything, and it's totally optional and kind of just stupid. I'm not doing it. And I have gone on a rant about this before, about like including optional shit in video games. That's like basically the short version is you can go like really stupid with these challenges sometimes to make shit like that's next to impossible. And I kind of agree in a way with the Mario Maker philosophy, is like you have to be able to beat it in order for it to like be uploaded, you know, kind of a thing. And like, yeah, the developers are always going to be like some of the best players of the game, or the testers are going to be the best players because like they've spent the most time with it. For the casual audience that, you know, they haven't put thousands of hours of their lives into the game that you made, maybe because, you know, it's not their job. They need just be careful of the optional stuff, you know, because there are some people that will feel compelled to do it if it exists. So for the most part, you know, just I guess that's the point. Just be careful when designing stuff. And like, you don't have to cater to casuals necessarily, but there is a possibility to cater to both casuals and the hardcore audience. Just beware that the hardcore audience is not necessarily going to want to devote all of their free time to your game. You know? Anyway, that is all for today, though. Thank you all for being here. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed. And of course, before we get going, it's time for the outro. Special thanks, updates, all that jazz, and a very special thank you going out to the amazing people who helped make it possible, the current Farts and Crap Show members, which at the time of recording is Novelis Draconis, Aaron Schick, and 97 Johnny Boy. Thank you all so very much for choosing to support the show a bit more directly via channel membership. It vastly helps out. Very much appreciate it, and it is very much optional, so you guys are extra awesome for doing so. I just need a little bit more water. Been doing a lot of talking. But, it's very much optional, so you guys, thank you all for, yeah. So, yeah, many thanks to these guys. And, if you want to be incredibly awesome like these amazing people and get in on all those membership benefits, check out that join button down below. If you know what I'm talking about, there's no join button for you. That can happen for various reasons. There's also a link in the description that talks about becoming a channel member that will also pull up the membership details. But yeah, membership tiers start at $3 a month. That's roughly 10 cents a day. Gets you into all the basic stuff, including getting to vote in the series get made here on the channel via the members' choice polls. It's a thing we do once a month for a full week over on the membership tab, and that is how all of the series get decided. So, if you guys want to get in on that, we will have one coming up for... Never mind. This episode is coming out on the 26th of November, 2025. And there is a Members' Choice poll going on right now if you guys are watching it before... if you guys are watching this before December 2025. Yeah, so if you're watching this when it releases, you got about 4 more days to get in on that current Members' Choice poll, which is deciding another retro classic series. Not the one to directly follow Final Fantasy IX, that one's already been decided, and I'm working on it right now. But it is going to be a short series, so the one after that. Oh, and if you're a new channel member, you can vote on any of the previous Members' Choice polls that you may have missed. There's quite a bit over there on the membership tab, so there's like about 40 or more. So yeah, even if you're just a member for 1 month, you could vote on all of those if you want, and you're still going to be influencing the content that gets made here for quite some time, because retroactive input on previous polls is considered for future ones. This is, however, an approximation of future announcements from the past. So if you want all the announcements as they happen and the bell doesn't work for you, I gotcha, the bell does not work for me, but there are 4 other ways you can stay up to date. You have the post tab here on the channel, the Farts and Crap Show Twitter, the Bluesky, and the Discord. I always post on all 4 whenever there's an announcement, so regardless of which one of those works for you, you can stay up to date. And links for those are down in the description, also on the channel banner. Yeah, that's going to do it for today. So thank you all once again for being here, guys. Till next time, which is going to be the day after tomorrow. These episodes come out every other day at 11 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to catch up on any of the series, the links to those playlists should be showing up right about now. But yeah, till then, take care, and I hope you all have a beautiful day.